Contender, isn't it? The TV series.
Yeah, it's the theme tune from a film that's not been released yet. Yeah, you've just caught me out there, John. Thanks for that, mate. I didn't mean film, I meant TV series. I always remember Smigger sitting outside arguing with absolutely anybody, you know, how things haven't changed.
Yeah, they didn't get his Scouse character, did they, on that show?
It's amazing how long Smigger's been going when you look at something like that.
But didn't he won his first fight and then got ruled out with a cut?
Yeah, I'm not too sure if it was a cut, but yeah, he was being lined up for a big fight. Can't remember the name of the game.
Jesse Brinkley and people
Jesse
like that.
Brinkley,
Peter
yeah.
Manfredo.
K9, you know,
It's good, wasn't it?
yeah, it was Sergio Mora, I think, as well, was it?
Yeah,
Sergio Mora
the Latin
as well,
snake.
We'll pass over now to the main man from Grange Hill, Burkiss. Jozsef Toth, the unknown man in the red corner. Jack Flatley, first 6-round fight. He's been pushing it on social media from the Matvienko elite boxing camp.
Just waiting for Mr. Burdis to get his cue. I'm going to ask Simon about Jack, and I don't want him to start and then get rudely interrupted.
Our next bout this evening is a 6 3-minute rounds international contest in the middleweight division. Firstly, fighting out of the red corner with a record of 1 win and 1 loss, weighing in 11 stone, 2 pounds, 1 ounce, and tonight he wears the black and white shorts. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome from Hungary, Jozsef Toth! And across the ring in the blue corner, with an unbeaten record of 5 wins with 1 KO to his name, weighing in 11 stone, 11 pounds, 3 ounces, and tonight he wears the black and blue shorts. Please welcome from Bolton, Jack Flatley! Your referee in charge, Mr. Phil Edwards of Preston, will now give his final instructions to both boxers.
Gentlemen, you follow my instructions.
Here we go then, Flatley against Toth. IKEA do a tremendous Toblerone torta. Sat in the chilled desserts cabinet.
Ladies and gentlemen, 6 3-minute rounds.
I'm not a Toblerone man, mate. I'm not keen on anything that contains nuts.
No?
No.
You're missing out badly.
Seconds out, round 1.
Here we go. So tell us about Jack Flatley. I know you're a pretty good friend, aren't you? Big fan.
Yeah, I like Jackie. I remember when he turned over, you know, Matvienko had been looking at, you know, there's a few rumours, was he going to do another season, was he going to do another year in the amateurs, and I think the bond and the trust that Jack's got with Alex and Alex has got with Jack, you know, they sat down, spoke, and they've decided the pro game was the right game for them, it was the right step, and I kind of like the journey that they're going on together. There's a steady progression. They're not hanging round, but yet they're not going racing off, they're not making silly mistakes. It's a gradual step up in opposition, and tonight here we are. It's his first 6-rounder. You know, he's working hard on selling tickets. He works hard with strength and conditioning. Coach, he's got a nutritionist. He lives the life. He went away on holiday only a few weeks ago, and I know Alex had to stop him from getting in the gym. He was desperate to get back in the gym, and you know, you can see that the condition he's got himself in for this fight is absolutely.
I say, look,
credit to himself.
He looks not that he looked bad last time. God, fighting fit, but he looks a different body type than the last fight I saw him.
He looks like an established professional fighter now. He looks like somebody that's had 20 fights. He looks like, you know, he's the way he conducts himself in the ring walks, in the dressing rooms, the weigh-ins, all these kind of things. You know, he looks more and more. You know, 1 or 2 people weren't too sure about Jack Flatley when he turned over. Was it a little bit too soon for him? He had an outstanding ABA campaign, you know, with some pretty big wins, and then lost out in the final. And then since he's turned over in the pro game, he's ticked all the boxes, and he's continuing to tick them. And I think rather than asking more questions, he provides the answers before the questions get given, and that's what I'm expecting him to do again tonight.
Oh, we don't know anything about Toth, so we're not gonna. We're not going to do the satellite thing and make him out to be a world beat, a dangerous opponent.
No, I always
we've got nothing to know about him.
Don't bullshit a bullshitter, and even now I'm not going to attempt to pull anything out of the bag on this one.
So we could be getting anything here.
The last time I seen Flatley as well, I seen him spar with John Telford. There's a little bit more sting coming in Flatley's punches.
Yeah.
You know, he can turn southpaw, he can box orthodox, he can turn on the ropes, he can sit on the ropes, he can go for a little walk, he can stand and trade with you as well. Lovely body work, and then a right hand upstairs as well. He spotted his hands hadn't come back up. Nice work. Great for Flatley as well. You know, he got the deal with Frank Warren to put him on the big shows as well, and you know, the big shows aren't happening at the moment for Frank Warren up north, or not happening in general for Frank Warren. It's not been the best of years, but you know, Jack's not hung around. He's been on the shows. In fairness, he did box on a Frank Warren show here when Jack Catterall boxed Joe Hughes, and again he produced that night. Nice job with the right hand as well there from
But
Flatley.
if you can keep picking up the wins and impressing when the big shows aren't happening, you're in prime position for a big fight when the big shows do happen.
Of course, yeah, you're going to be that little bit further down the running order, aren't you? You know, you're going to be a little bit more guaranteed of a TV slot. That was a good first round there from Flatley. I think Toth has just had a little look at him and thought, wow, this kid, you know, seeing this kid from Bolton, young kid, looks like he's, you know, only just fell out of school or something like that. There's a little bit more to Jack Flatley than what, you know, first impressions. Second round, you know, we're sitting up here on the balcony and we're calling this, you know, mate. I'd just like to be. There's one or two other reasons it'd be nice to be down there and keep an eye on the action, isn't there? What a figure.
Yeah, we've been shunted up to the gods. Although it does provide a different angle, doesn't it, Simon?
Yeah, quite enjoying it actually. You know, I wasn't too sure how I was going to find it, but yeah, it's all right, mate. Yeah, it's good. It's quite good because we're up here and we can kind of see what other people are doing, wandering around ringside, and
Corners 10 seconds.
I can watch when the ring girls walking around the ring cards. And you can see where the Barry Jones is following around, and John Rawling and people
Seconds
like that.
out, round 2.
For a second then, I thought we were looking at the top of Barry Jones' bald head. But,
it was like, right, he said Fred for a minute, weren't it? Looked down and seen Barry Jones and Bunsey. I wasn't sure if the ring card girl had a problem getting out of the ring. Flatley in the black trunks with a blue-green trim. Toth, black trunks with a white trim.
like I'm going to call them chocolate trunks.
Chocolate, yeah?
Yeah. Unless I'm colourblind.
You might be right there. He's got kind of got that lost property look to him, haven't they?
Yeah, Kez.
Lovely right hand as well.
Oh, nice right hand.
2.
It was a right hand. Don't complain,
4,
Toth.
5.
A right
6,
hand hit you on your ear.
7, 8.
It wasn't a head clash. Nice time right hand, wasn't it, from
This is where
Flatley.
I want to watch Flatley now, because he's kind of. He almost stalks a lovely right hand.
1, 2, 3.
Not too sure what he's
4,
complaining about in there.
5, 6, 7, 8.
just timed that
18
perfectly,
there.
didn't he?
Phil
The jab
Edwards
and the right hand.
Yeah, he did. Phil Edwards isn't the kind of guy you want to be arguing with in there because he won't put up with it. Lovely jab got through again there from Flatley. He looks stronger in the clinches.
He is.
A little bit of a telling off for a body shot there.
He's not rushing. He's not rushing and crowding himself, though, is he? He's just stood off. He knows he's got him hurt, and he's just stood off.
Very
nice
early in the
uppercut.
round as well. Very early in the round to be doing it.
He's going looking for him, but he's doing it controlled.
Referee's having a look at Toth, you know, in the majority of the clinches when they break away from him. I think Flatley knows that, you know, it still is early in the round. I'd like to see the referee just stay out of the way there and let him carry on with it. Nice job from Flatley. 4-punch
Referee's going to be having a look here, isn't he? I think
the referee's going to jump in. I think it might be down more to it's kind of the position and the body language that Toth puts himself in when he's taking the shots. Game opponent, but you know, in terms of skill-wise, he's not on Flatley's level in any of those departments. Nice overhand right there.
he's just outputs just completely stopped from Toth as well, hasn't it? When he did open up, he took a flush left hand. I think Flatley's just a couple of punches away here.
Yeah, I don't think Phil Edwards is going to let this carry on much longer because I think Flatley's getting through with combinations now as well. Flatley's not giving anything away either. He's not letting any cheap shots land there as well. Great shots. The referee's coming now. He's having a little look. It's kind of begrudgingly as he walks around the corner. It's a little bit like he's waiting for his missus to jump out on him. You know, he's going to play a game. He's done well to see the round out there, Toth.
Waiting for his missus to jump out on him like we're playing a game.
Yeah, do you know, like, I know, you know, when I remember when I used to come in from a night out and stuff like that, if my dad was messing about in the back garden, he'd hide behind the bin or something like that, and I'd absolutely, you know, I'd drop, you know, I'd pack myself, you know, rather than swearing and stuff like that. That's what he looked like. He looked like he was trying to look round the corner, see what was there without really wanting to commit to doing it.
Yeah.
He might not like what he's going to see.
Much rather do that than the Ian John Lewis method of.
Well, Ian John Lewis would have jumped on his back and, you know.
And then thought about
yeah.
it. He would have put himself in between the two and then looked at him.
I was at the Bellevue Florist show last week. I was at the Bellevue fight last week. I thought Bellevue, you know, I thought Ian John Lewis made a number of mistakes in that as well. I don't think he handled it particularly
Seconds
well.
out, round 3.
Through for round 3 here. Jack Flatley straight off where he left off, looking for a right hand.
So if you look at the two referees sitting there, I'm not sure the guy is sat next to him, sat next to Steve Gray. Looks like he's describing the size of the hot dog he's had the afternoon there. He's been laying roll out. It's absolutely massive, mate, I'm telling you. Honestly, you know, and they put it on this little burner now and I got a bit of sauce on it. So it was bloody great. Back in the ring, Jack Flatley's looking bloody great as well. That's a big
that's
right
the
hand.
1, 2.
He's complaining again.
Yeah. I don't know about punches to the head. I think this guy's tapped in the head. You know, I'm not sure what he's complaining about in there.
Well, you did say you don't like anything with nuts in earlier, Simon, and I think this guy's a bit that way inclined. Another right hand bundles him over again.
Yeah, again, you know, I don't know if it's just more frustration with himself.
It's been stopped.
Well done, Jack Flatley. Well done, Matt Vienko. Well done, the team elite.
All you can do is just beat what's in front of you.
Yeah, you know, it's a first 6-round fight then. You don't know, you know, if we'd have gone 4 rounds, if the final bell had gone for the 4th round, we move into the 5th round. But Flatley, you know, the way he performed there, you know, he didn't need to go into the 5th and 6th round. It was a good performance from Flatley. He's punching harder. He's training harder. Good performance. It's another stoppage, 3 from 3 on the live fights for Box Nation. Yeah, Lion Woodstock is on his way to the ring now. A lot of the people who've got their eye on this opponent.
Ladies and gentlemen, at 1 minute 10 seconds of the 3rd round, your referee Phil Edwards has stopped the contest. He deemed Jozsef Toth was in no position to continue. The winner in the blue corner from Bolton, Jack Flatley!
Yeah, Jack Flatley there, just getting confirmation.
And a round of applause for the gallant and brave Jozsef Toth.
Very impressive win over Mr. Toth. I'm not going to call him gallant. I just think he realised he had nothing for Jack, and Jack took advantage well. Put the punches together nicely, didn't rush. Very impressive stoppage win for Jack Flatley.